sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Indianapolis Colts. On the visitor's sideline, Mike McDaniel, head coach of the Dolphins. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, Colts head coach Shane Steichen. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And in recent seasons, he's really elevated his game and become one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL when he's out there leading his squad. He completed over 72% of his passes last season, which led the league, and he's looking to be even better in this season.
Big strides, look at him go. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Darren Waller, 71 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to scoop.
And now it's blocked. That's a line ball scooped up by the offense. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB. Throwing, Jones.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away. Because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team. And you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense. Get things going and see how things settle in.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. Officially, they'll call that a 9-yard pickup there, so it leaves him in a good spot. 2nd and inches forthcoming.
At the Dolphins' 29-yard line.
Now Jones. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And they'll get this down to the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
Looking to throw. Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's a foot race. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13. Colts nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Oh, good move. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. And Jones will hit the deck here. And he is able to pick up the first down.
A gain of 24 yards. And the Colts.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 4.
Number 84, Tyler Warren. A 5-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Here is 3rd down and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Jones. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
First and 10, Taylor now. And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
For another Colts.
Running left, Taylor. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by Jordan
Officially,
Brooks.
it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
And this one is right through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 3rd.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
10 yards to
He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first-drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
In punt formation for the Dolphins.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 23. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off play action, Jones. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Kenneth Grant, that is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on third down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And this returnable for Hill. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. To end the Dolphins now with a first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 13 yards.
Now Tua. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. Here's a second and 5.
Complete to Darren Waller. A gain of 4 brings up second down.
Here's Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
They'll run here with a rookie. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on third and 1.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 6. And a Dolphin first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They set up the screen. Achane has it. They hold him only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the Colts 41-yard line.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Tua sets up to pass it. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up third and 5 now.
Jalen Waddle. A 2-yard gain.
Tua going to throw.
And it's third down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 22-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Miami.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a first and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and goal, Miami.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Looking to pass. Tua. And it's caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Achane. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 22-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right, nowhere to go.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Being chased out left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That's good for the Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
On the tackle.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
A short one there, caught by Warren. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Stopped and handed a loss by Willie Gay that time.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
That's a gain of 8.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Colts are back within a score. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Colts 10.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And 11 at the 31-yard line.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now it's 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That is caught. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Up the middle, Achane. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Again, it's Achane. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
At the Colts 10-yard line.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2.
And 8 yards to go.
Back to throw here. Open net is Waddle, complete. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders on the Dolphin field goal unit. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one on target, and it adds to this 1st half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
That's good for a
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A short one there, caught by Warren. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And he's going to be out of of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's good for a Colts. First down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's another.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for another Colts.
They'll run here with Taylor. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
Daniel Jones taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2.
17. Rigoberto
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
A gain of 15.
As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. They complete it to Hill. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I see a surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Sanders' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports. Have to be at its wits' end trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
throwing Jones.
At the 27-yard line.
And his throw is incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Now Jones. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's good for a Colts. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
At the 36-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42.
It's a
good pickup there at 22.
And the Colts first down.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. So it looked like a good opening drive to start this third quarter, but ultimately it's going to be an unfruitful one as they give it away on the fumble.
Yeah, the way they were moving it, you figured they were in good position to take the lead, but they sure picked a bad time to be lackadaisical with the football. They wound up giving it away.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
The previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19.
That's another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Down behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Second down at the 19-yard line.
He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a third down.
That's a gain of 8.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on third down, Jones. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Here's Jones, operating from the gun, and he fires one incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Second and goal.
Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Jones gonna throw on third and goal. And he's got it. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
A gain of 3 yards brings up 4th and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Back near his goal line, here's Tua. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. This second and 4.
A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the 9-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Finally held down for the first time this this game, multiple defenders in there to drop him. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And the Dolphins first down.
They'll give this to Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Kwity Paye. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. On the handoff, Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Second and
They've
10.
called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. He hit his first, now this from 43. And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 1st down, back to Achane. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the
Achane here, they stay on the ground. 72 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Cross on the stop. It's a gain of 25 yards.
In motion, Hill.
Dolphins.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw caught by Achane. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Colts offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now we'll pause for the injured player, and it's Jonathan Taylor who's shaken up. That certainly would be a major loss for this offense. Hopefully he's okay. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd.
They'll run with Herbert. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Jalen Phillips on the tackle. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Achane gets it from the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Tua just going to back this forward on the end around. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Play action, now it's Tua. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So the completion gets him just a yard. And now it's 3rd and 4.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call him for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Colts getting ready to go. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Jones. Under pressure, and they got to him again. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The Colts on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun, Jones. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
And this will be taken at the 13. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the gun, it's Tua. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Tua, fast pass outside, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
11 on the play.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Tua going to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
A loss of 5 yards.
And An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. As the crossing route, he finds Pittman. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 10, Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. Here's 3rd and 10.
Jonathan Taylor. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. That is caught. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Again, he'll drop to throw. Connecting over the middle with Downs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Dolphins.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Touchdown Colts. Tyler Warren with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Solid stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now Tua on the bootleg here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And a Dolphin 1st down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Hill going to go in motion right. On play action, here's Tua. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Westbrook Akine, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Miami. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Finding Pittman. And he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 4.
Now Jones. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Here's Jones. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 27
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts.
That's good.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Got his man, it's Woods. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
2nd down at the 49-yard line.
Jones. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
12 more yards. That's another Colts first down.
From the gun, it's Taylor. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Got the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
At the 39-yard line.
On the option right, it's Jones. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he gets it down to the 32.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Colts first down. First and 10 at the
now Jones. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Throwing, Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Miami set to take over. Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver downfield, and at least get into field goal range and get us a win.
A give, running right, Achane.
And he stopped immediately there.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now Tua.
Tua, and the ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, that it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
A short one there, caught by Warren. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Tyler Warren. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their 2nd timeout here. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Hoosier State will celebrate tonight as the Colts have won it.
But, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for the Colts, they needed overtime to do it, but they get the Week 1 victory thanks to the field goal. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.